Do y'all see what Trump got going on over there in the States? That boy on a rampage. They deporting people and reporting people. Soon, they might even start extorting people. But did you know that this isn't the first time this happened in history? Matter of fact, check this out.
Now, if a mass deportation begins, let's say next week, it would not be the first time that it's happened in this country.
ABC 7 News reporter Leanne Melendez looks at how previous mass deportations have snared large numbers of U.S. citizens as well.
The last time President Trump was in office, 7-Eleven stores and convenience stores were subject to immigration raids in neighborhoods where Latinos were heavily populated, and is designed to frighten and terrify the immigrant community and encourage what's called self-deportation.
The United States has had two previous mass deportations of primarily Mexican immigrants in the last 100 years. The first happened during the Great Depression, when unemployment was high.
This was done through mass arrests by state and local police. People were rounded up who looked Mexican, were put on buses, trains to the U.S.-Mexico border and dumped.
It was called the Mexican repatriation. It's estimated 1 million people of Mexican ancestry were removed from the United States and returned to Mexico, many of them U.S. citizens. Some historians say 2/3 of those forced to leave were U.S.-born children of immigrant parents.
In effect, what occurred was an ethnic cleansing, a removal of people of a particular background.
A second mass deportation happened in the 1950s. It was called Operation Wetback.
A wetback was an epithet used to refer to Mexicans, and it refers to the stereotypical Mexican immigrant who swims the Rio Grande and has a wet back. It's hate speech, it's an epithet, it's an insult.
The U.S. government carried a military-type operation. Immigration officials went to job sites and deported immigrants who were caught there, went to schools and deported immigrants who were caught there. Their family members often didn't know where those people had been sent, what had happened to them.
And just like the mass deportation of the 1930s, many of those deported were U.S. citizens.
They couldn't leave their children in the United States by themselves, so they were forced to take them with them. And this is a deportation campaign that Donald Trump has said he is going to imitate.
On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history.
The Trump administration says its mass deportation will first target those immigrants with criminal records.
Prioritizing the people who pose the most danger and removing those people, that's certainly going to happen, but it doesn't mean that they're going to just turn a blind eye to everybody else.
So unfortunately, this isn't something new. And Trump actually started this process during his first term in office, when he began building the border.
Do you know why they chose this design for the U.S.-Mexico border wall? In case you didn't know, they resumed the construction. As you've probably seen, the wall is mostly made up of vertical metal slat panels anchored deep into a concrete foundation. But why was this design chosen? The vertical metal slat design of the border wall was chosen for a couple of reasons. This design allows for visibility through the wall, enabling Border Patrol agents to monitor activities on the other side, which is crucial for early detection and response to unauthorized crossings. The metal slats are made from strong materials, providing a robust barrier that is difficult to climb or cut through, while the spacing between slats allows for airflow and reduces wind resistance, enhancing the wall's structural stability. The modular nature of the slats simplifies construction and maintenance, potentially lowering long-term costs. Additionally, the design offers a more humane approach by preventing the creation of a completely solid barrier.
And then Biden took office and crossing the border got way out of order. So in order for Trump to make America great again, he's just going to deport the illegal aliens. But let's be real. Honestly, I think it's just a power play. All of the tariffs, the mass deportation, and the fact that he started to build a wall again is all a part of his strategy. But to be honest with you, I don't know where he's going with this. I'm just sitting back and watching him do what he do. Because what he knows how to do very well is make himself continue to be the topic of discussion. Every day you hear Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that. And it's mainly by the people that hate him. It seems like his haters are his number one source of free advertisement. But if you pay attention to what's really going on, during his inauguration, a lot of those people that were behind him are in real estate. And if he's able to successfully deport a lot of these undocumented immigrants, when it comes to construction, labor costs will skyrocket, and that will just create a domino effect. The cost of real estate will significantly increase because it's all about supply and demand. And if you have a shortage of workers in the workforce, then there won't be enough supply to meet the demand, because it's a fear tactic, and some of these people are just going to skedaddle. Think about it. If you're in America, you're undocumented, and you've overstayed your visa, then it's better for you to leave rather than getting deported. If you get deported, you could get banned from America for 5, 10, 20 years, depending on the situation. And the Trump administration made it so that ICE can send you home before you even have your court appearance. And to be honest with you, this is going to benefit a lot of countries, because it's going to be a huge wake-up call for a lot of the people that went to America seeking opportunity. And now they're realizing that it's not really what it's made out to be. And they're getting sent home with the skills and the resources that they've obtained while being in America. Because a lot of people look at America like it's the end-all be-all. But you have to understand that a nation's number one asset is human capital. So the people are what make a nation powerful. Because a lot of those undocumented immigrants were fulfilling a need. And once you remove them from society, the nation is just going to bleed. I was doing a little bit of research, and I found out that to start out, they're targeting more so the criminals and the people that are undocumented and they've been in America for less than 2 years. But like they mentioned in that video, throughout history, when they've done mass deportation, there has been innocent bystanders that have been affected by it. Because some of the people that get deported have kids that were born in America, and they have to bring them along. And it seems like he's mainly focused on South America. Because I don't know why, but Jamaicans are getting so scared. The first plane of deportees already landed in Kingston and only had 52 people on it. One of those individuals was in America for 33 years, and he spent the last 13 years in prison for some criminal activity. So they're not just going after innocent taxpayers. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but just give it some thought, because you come home, you got to sit out these 4 years, then you got an opportunity to go back after that. And this time around, you know that you got to sort out that paperwork, because documentation beats conversation. And if you don't want to, you only got to come back to Jamaica. But I'm just letting you know that there's a whole lot of space and opportunity, so we could enhance the community. That way, the next time you step on their land, you got a plan and y'all do the things straight. You're not taking a bit. But anyways, it's about that time. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so that you're notified every time I make a new post. Until next time.